So the next exercise is a side leg lift, and the side leg lift works the muscles in the side of the hip. These muscles here help to stabilise our hips. I'm going to start off at a low level and then I'll show you the different ways that you can progress this exercise. So let's start by standing behind our chair, or you might have your hands on a counter. Bring the feet parallel again as we did before. Standing tall through the top of the head. And let's bring one foot out to the side and just tap the toe on the floor. With the leg out to the side, the other knee is nice and soft, and you want to feel in the side of the hip there's a little bit of tightness in that muscle. And then bring the foot back in. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side, so tapping out to the side and back in. Good, so just getting used to feeling the muscle that we want to work and transferring your weight from one leg to the other. Really important here is that we try not to lean to the side. So often what might happen is that if we're tapping the foot out to the side, the body wants to lean to the other side. So let's see if we can stand up nice and tall as we do this. Now that's the first level. The next level is we bring the leg out to the side, but we're not tapping the toes on the floor. So we're pointing the toes to the front and then bringing that foot back down. And then same thing on the other side. Lifting the leg and lowering. Breathing out on the effort, breathing in as you lower. So when we're alternating the legs, we're giving those muscles a little bit of a rest by doing one side at a time. You can always progress to lifting one leg only. So you might decide to lift your right leg 10 to 12 times. You'll be focusing on strengthening this muscle in the side of the hip, but you'll also notice that the other leg is doing a lot of work just to keep you standing there. And I'll show you the same thing on the other side. So, same as the other exercises, we want to do 1 to 3 sets of maybe 10 to 12 repetitions. And the objective is to be stable here. So keeping your hands on the back of the chair so you're not having to worry about your balance for this exercise. This is about your strength. Let's do one more. Good, and relax. And then you might want to walk the legs out, move the hips from side to side. You can often feel when you finish the exercise that they've worked a little bit. So that was our side leg lift. And to complement that, we're going to focus now on our hamstrings, the muscles in the back of the upper leg. Those muscles, we want to keep them nice and strong as well. So we can do that standing. So you might want to pair those two exercises together. I'll stand side on just to show you the movement. So moving my chair, hands go on to the back of the chair again, feet are parallel again. We stand up tall through the top of the head, and we're going to bring one foot back and just place the ball of the foot on the floor and then lift the heel up towards the buttock and then lower the foot down. So as we did with the other exercise, you can do all of the repetitions on one leg if you want, or you can alternate legs. It really depends on how comfortable it is for you to do all the repetitions on one side after the other. If you're starting with this exercise, I'd suggest that you alternate the legs. Let's try the other side. So if your hamstrings are quite tight, the things that might happen is that as you're lifting the heel, the knee might go forward. So really try and keep your thighs side by side. Breathing out as you lift, breathe in as you lower. Good. And let's do one more time here. And bring the foot down and walk the legs out. So as I said in the previous videos, when you're practicing at home, a really good idea is to do one set of each exercise, one after the other. See how you feel at the end. You might think that's enough for me today, or you might think I'd like to go back and I'll repeat those exercises. Just avoid doing 3 sets in a row with no rest. We really want to be able to find the right intensity. So if you can do 3 sets of 12 in a row, that exercise is not challenging your strength. It's your endurance. So be mindful of that. The best outcome is that you feel a little bit tired from the exercise and you would like to be doing something else. That's the right resistance. Good. So that's your leg curl and your side leg lift.